As a former athlete, a female athlete of Iranian descent, this is especially concerning. There are now growing concerns for the safety of the Iranian women's national soccer team, all because they decided to stay silent and not sing along to the Islamic Republic's national anthem right before a soccer match in Australia. Why would they sing along to the Islamic Republic's national anthem? They are not proud to be represented by this government, a government that has brutalized its people for the last 47 years and just slaughtered tens of thousands of protesters 2 months ago for protesting for basic human rights in the streets of Iran. And after this happened, a host went on state TV, which is controlled by the regime, state media TV, and said, "These are wartime traitors. These women are wartime traitors and deserve to be dealt with severely." If these women get on a plane and go back home to Iran, the regime has the ability to charge them for being wartime traitors, and you know what the punishment for that is: execution. Now, this isn't in the works, this isn't on the table, but this isn't something that any Iranian would put past the regime. They are known to operate in this way. Now, after that match, because of pressure, they did sing the national anthem. They lost the tournament, they've been eliminated. As they were leaving the stadium in a bus, supporters were surrounding them, showing their support, and at least one of the players was seen doing the hand signal for help through the window. Now, there are growing calls on the Australian government to protect these women so that they don't have to go back to Iran, because it's also being reported that their family members back in Iran are also being threatened with death because they decided to silently protest. I was also reading, in order for them to initiate that process for asylum status, they have to make contact first with authorities. They're not able to do that. Why? They have been locked up in their hotel, unable to leave. Because when they travel, who do they travel with? Regime-connected personnel who monitors their behavior, monitors what they do, so they don't mingle with people who aren't with the team, so they don't socialize with anyone. Their communication is severely restricted. And they're not even in Iran. They're in Australia playing a professional sport. But now it's being reported that 5 players have left the hotel. They are now with police and they will be seeking asylum. But listen, there are still more than 5 players on this soccer team. And as it stands, tomorrow, the rest of the team is heading back on a plane to Iran. And something else that I want to point out, these women still have to be covered when they're playing this professional sport. They still have to cover their hair, they have to cover their legs, and they have to cover their arms. How are they supposed to perform at the top level if they're not comfortable? This is how the regime tries to control its citizens. It doesn't care about its citizens. There's now a petition with over 70,000 signatures to save these Iranian women. Comment petition and I will send you the link.